What is hypermasculinity? Hypermasculinity is the overexaggeration of male characteristics, such as strength, aggression, promiscuous actions. Nowadays, men are being viewed as hypermasculine by advertisement and the media. So, how does this affect men today? How will this affect black men in the modern world today? When did black men begin to fall under the term hypermasculinity? Why does hypermasculinity affect how black male rappers are perceived in today's society? Being a black male comes with multiple stereotypes that have developed over time. For instance, black men have to be homophobic, aggressive, antisocial, and intimidating. These are only a few examples of traits that are required by black men. Not only is it a problem for them in their daily life, however, to pursue a career in music, such as rap, hip-hop, and reggae, all these stereotypes must be present. In black hip-hop artists' lyrics, they must have a trace of violence or aggressive sexual advances. Nowadays, recording artists, producers, and composers make sure these lyrics are strong, powerful, and appeal to young white teens. The reason why the lyrics are supposed to appeal to the younger white teens is because nowadays that's the targeted audience. Rap started off in the late 60s, early 70s by the tradition of toasting, which was a rhyming speech given at parties in Harlem. A toast would be words that rhymed, had meaning, would set the mood, and start the party. In the 70s, rap had meaning, whether they were talking about a struggle or life, and always had substance. The appearance of black men in the 70s, when it came to rap, was African American men of culture and a brotherhood. Rap in the 80s is where the change began. It started as a new form of expression to show diversity, quality, innovation, and influence. Rap in the early 80s was the time where struggles were shared through music, and being accepted into society was important. By the late 80s is when the major switch occurred. From lyrical diversity and influence to violence and sex, hip-hop was beginning to develop new subgenres. There was gangster rap, sex rap, and party-oriented rap that began. This is when the hypermasculinity began to show for black rappers and hip-hop artists. The gangster rap was the beginning of violent lyrics, sex rap was the beginning of provocative lyrics, and party-oriented rap was the beginning of vulgar lyrics. And wondering when and how these stereotypes became a part of rappers and hip-hop artists is due to the late 80s. The 90s is when the new form of rap music for men occurred. There were a few rapping with substance and importance. As the decade went on, more lyrics were about the degradation of women and how men were almighty and powerful. Men would be oiled down with no shirt on and surrounded by lots of men to present them as the man in videos. It was as if becoming a man was determined by one's sexuality with women, which led to a huge impact on African American communities and others alike. Due to the fact that women were starting to become degraded in these songs by men, a new level of disrespect for women had been born, which led to today's music and lyrics. In the beginning of the 2000s, rap was solely focused on sex, violence, and drugs. Male rappers thought that the number of women they were involved with proved their masculinity more. There are only a few ways you can disrespect a woman in a song, and this led to the next shift in rap. This new shift had to deal with who had the hottest beats and videos. You weren't the man anymore for degrading women, now you had to be the man with your beats and videos, which led to trap rap music. Artists such as the Reborn Kanye, Lil B, Bibby, and Fatra, whose music had lyrics, but that's not what you listen for. One listened for their beats and how their music videos were different from the rest. Being oiled down, talking about the degradation of women was played out. Kanye became the man in the rap world due to the fact that his lyrics had substance, his beats, and his videos. The rap world almost came full circle because people wanted to listen to something with substance and importance, which led to the question, what will the future of rap be like? Artists such as Kanye and Drake are changing the way hip-hop and rap are perceived in the music industry. The way rappers are being portrayed in the media is why young black men act and dress the way they do. Based on the lyrics and videos produced today, black rappers are stereotyped daily. What if lyrics and videos were provocative, non-violent? Lyrics are starting to become more meaningful and powerful. Everything from lyrics to videos to appearance and change defeat hypermasculinity. In today's world, men are now making their lyrics and videos based off the struggles that they are going through. We can categorize men's hypermasculinity in today's world in three groups. The first is about family, the second, about the struggles that they overcame to be alive today. And the third is the degradation of women. You have artists such as Jay-Z and Kanye who don't want to use the word bitch because now they have daughters and are trying to focus their lyrics and videos around the topic of becoming a man and a father. That is where they are changing their hypermasculinity to masculinity. Then you have people such as Little Bibby and Fat Joe talking about their struggles that they went through to actually be alive today. In their eyes, being a man depends on what you survived, not how many or what you have done with girls. Finally, you have artists such as Lil Wayne and Trey Songz who continue to show rap about the degradation of women. Hypermasculinity has transformed hip-hop from the 1960s to present. From the next generation to come, videos and lyrics about the degradation of women is becoming less. The focus and direction of hip-hop is going back to the beginning where they talk about a struggle and something of substance.